matchup here. Can you see? Guys, it's a fun matchup. It's a fun matchup.
No, stop it.
Do it again.
It's a fun matchup. With rookies going head-to-head. Shea versus Axel Walden.
Ooh.
Shaq, now are you saying it's a fun matchup?
Well, you know I'm a detective in real life, and I have some information for you fellas. They actually live and train together over the summer. But tonight, friendship goes out the window.
That's what makes it a fun matchup.
Put your hands down. Stop it.
A lot of people have been talking about Che and his game. But personally, I like AW, known as the Axe. Young kid out of France. He's lightning quick.
Again, you know what that makes this?
What?
Don't do it.
Fun.
Don't do it.
Fun matchup.
I'm not
Kevin
putting my
Harlan's
hands
got
up.
the call.
Put your hands down.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
And a highly touted rookie, Axel Walden. He played in Europe as a teenager and just came over to the U.S. He says he owes a lot of his game to Nick Batum, a fellow countryman and Axel's mentor. Guys?
Thanks, David. I'm sure that had an impact on Axel's transition to the NBA.
Well, entering the league at least somewhat prepared is a huge advantage. You're just a little more comfortable, a little more confident.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Cousins.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. Vonleh's out there with Walden. And it's Jang in at the center position. And for the Lakers, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Che. And it's Caruso in at the 1 spot.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now, here's Walden, covered by LeBron. Now, here's Walden. From 15 feet away, that one doesn't drop. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And Doris, you're right. Over the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound. That can wear you out physically and mentally.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Shea kicks to Caruso. There's the pass to James. Young finds Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. Over Vonleh. LeBron, no luck.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Walden throws it down.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Shoots from 8. Shea, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Walden with it, working on James. A nice shot by Teague.
Reading the court well, leave someone open on AW squad, and you're going to pay.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
LeBron outside. Here's Davis. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And Davis with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
To the inside. And finished off by Zhang.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Zhang finishing like he means it.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And doors for Jeff Teague. He's not expected to be the scorer on this team that he once was.
And for Teague, to me, that is a blessing, as he is much better suited as a distributor of the basketball. He's got great vision. He cut down on his turnovers, and therefore his assist numbers increased.
Here's Caruso. Young dishes to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. Caruso, the pass to James. And the layup's good off the glass.
You love the focus from LeBron James. He's near the rim, so he's got to use his size and his skill to full advantage.
Now, here's Culver. Tight defense on him. The 11-footer. Teague can't hit.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Down low, Axel Walden with the steal. And here we go, the fast break, and Walden leading the way. And he makes that one. 6 points for Jeff Teague.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shea outside. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Back to Young. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And it's Shea missing. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Trying to get open is Davis. Good on the bucket.
I'll tell you, around the basket, Shea has got such a good nose for putting it in the bucket.
Teague, the pass to Walden. Now, here's Culver. Covered by Shea. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Vonleh no good.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, easy bucket there, right? Shea finding the wide open man. Great decision.
Here's Walden. 26 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We're in the middle of the season, Doris. Some teams now just beginning to find their stride, their rhythm. How do they now maintain it?
Yeah, I think at this point of the year, you've established your rotation. Players know when they're going to come in, when they might be subbed out. I think it's about sort of finding, keeping, and maintaining that rhythm and execution that should be very, very well ingrained in your guys' habits.
I know you've played this way, but when you know your role, when you know the minutes and the rhythm, as we were just talking about, I think for a player that's huge. Am I correct?
You are. Know your role and star in your role.
Here's Davis after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Young passes to Davis. Over Zhang. And again, the Lakers no good. Minnesota leading by 9. And here's Culver. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Shea grabs the miss. Well, a look here at Axel Walden, kid they call AW. Lot to like about his game, Greg.
Well, the Wolves took him with the 11th overall, and I was surprised he didn't go higher. It is rare to find a player with the upside that Walden has, and if he pans out, it could be a huge boon for Minnesota. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Davis. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland. Back to Young, 6 to shoot. Shoots. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Che.
Gifted at scoring from there. Really, Kuzma is a legit threat to capitalize from almost anywhere.
Here's Walden, and Davis sends it back. And now here comes Young leading the break. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Now Teague, 10 points for him. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Minnesota leading by 7. Outside, Walden passes it to Jang. Over Young. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers, fresh from a win against Portland.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Walden, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Conley kicks to Culver. With the floater, he lays it in. Culver's got his second basket.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Tipped away. Here's Walden. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Kuzma passes to Caruso. On its way from Young for 2. And another basket for the Lakers.
And guys, in case you didn't know, Axel Walden and Che were actually roommates in the summer leading up to the draft. Now they're both in the league and get to square off as competitors.
They are indeed. And you know, Greg, there has to be a little extra motivation for both of them here tonight. They're still good friends, but nothing feels better than hitting a shot right in the face of a friend, right? A big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. Howard comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Robert Covington's checked in for Vonleh. Jake Layman comes in for Walden. Wiggins is checked in for Culver. And it's Napier in for Jeff Teague.
Well, when you talk to his teammates, they have so much more respect for Che's off-the-court endeavors. This guy is so much more than just a basketball player.
And he sinks the second. Timberwolves leading by 7. And then Young with the jam.
Wow, absolutely tremendous finish by Che.
Here's Napier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Here's Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level. Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Here's Napier. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Lakers trail by 6. Green passes to Young. Yep, that one goes. Shea's got 12 points in the game. And this organization sees a lot of potential in Axel Walden. They think, Greg, he could be a big part of their future.
But you love the potential he has. A lengthy forward who moves so well. And this team is hoping that he can make the most of his frame and be a star for them.
Well, Gorgui Dieng as a big man is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
Young passes to Cousins. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's Wiggins. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Well, how about the aggressiveness of Andrew Wiggins? So good at fighting through the contact, taking the challenge of the defense. That's beautiful.
Here is Howard. 6-point game. A nice shot by Shea.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Napier. And the rejection by Cousins. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Now here's Green. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And so he hits both. And so Napier will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Greg, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Jeff Teague firing on all cylinders for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Howard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Shea. Then it's Green, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2-guard spot. On the wing, Wiggins. Napier passes to Layman. He kicks it to Napier. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Caldwell Pope dishes to Young. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
That's just wanting it more. The book on Shea used to be he was soft. That book was wrong.
Minnesota in the lead. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And it's Napier missing.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the...
The Lakers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
One shot.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
He misses the free throw. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA-level stuff.
He hits the second from the line.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
And it's Che missing. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Culver's shot is off.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Pass to Vonleh. Wiggins outside. Pulls it from the elbow. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Green passes to Che. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this is part of his rise to being an NBA player. Che does such a good job of drawing contact.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Howard at the elbow. Back to Young. Howard in the post. Vonleh on him. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Noah Vonleh. The Lakers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Teague. To halt the run. Good. Teague's got 16.
Don't you simply love the ability of Jeff Teague to keep the defense off balance? He is lethal in these pick-and-roll environments.
And the pass to Howard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis dishes to Che. And the dunk by Che.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Teague, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Teague deciding where to go with it. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Che, both in scoring and rebounding, you're doing very well. I would think you're happy with that production.
Yeah, man, I'm okay with it. In the first few quarters, I was playing in 4th gear. But now, I want to kick it up to 5th or 6th gear. I feel like I get stronger as the game goes on. And I'll be active until final whistle blows on this one, you know?
Well, of course, nobody has more than 3 gears, but we'll see what you do in the second half, guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Well, you look at Che in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. The tandem at the one. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Woo. And the big guy putting it on the deck. Dwight Howard powering his way to the hoop. Nice.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Teague, the pass to Walden. Back to Teague. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three.
Right.
He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
To the paint, here's Che. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Let's remember that GMs weren't sure about his dedication to the game, but Che's answered those questions with absolutely sensational play.
And so Young nails them both. And so it's Minnesota with it. A 12-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Here's Culver. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over him.
Kicks it out to Che. And the Lakers get it back. Kuzma passes to Che. He gets it in there. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Culver's shot is off.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Che. Young's got his 7th assist in the game. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Culver. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Culver. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shea passes to Kuzma, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Culver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight. Inside, here's Kuzma. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Jang finds Teague. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
To me, Kevin, this game has been all about Jeff Teague. He is dominating on the offensive end. He's getting whatever shot he wants right now.
They grab their own miss. Back to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 31 points.
Well, Che showing you the willingness to get off his feet, get a board, and stick it back.
Minnesota calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Some changes for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Che. Timberwolves also change. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Che's subbed in for Alex Caruso.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Passes to Vonleh to end the cold streak. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Cousins drops in the layup for 2. Cousins has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Napier. Here are the Lakers. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. Can't get it to go. Shooting 47% on 7 of 15 attempts. Green passes to Che. And the rejection by Jang.
Oh, the 7'3" wingspan erases that shot. Nice by Gorgui Dieng. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Howard kicks to Che. Kuzma against Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Noah Vonleh. And that one misses. And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. Timberwolves trail by 21. Outside Teague. On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Howard. And Davis sends it back.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. No good on the shot. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Howard. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Young, and it's Caruso in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Here's Culver, and he banks in the layup. Culver's got 19 points.
And that attacking mindset, when Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
14 feet away, and that one's good. Wiggins. Lakers leading by 19. There's the feed to Davis. Misses the layup.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Culver. He can't hit that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And it's Wiggins missing. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Lakers. Here's Caruso. And Culver pulls it down. Culver's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. From 10 feet out and too long on the shot. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And really, AW is a threat to score from anywhere. This is what makes defenders so uneasy.
And Walden drops them both. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. To the wing right side. Dudley finds Murray. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside, Walden. Okogie. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Here's Okogie, just 5 to shoot. Here's Bell. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Young outside. And McGee kicks to Young. Back to McGee. Pass to Bradley. To the inside. Here's Che. Can't connect. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Shaq here. Not many guys in the league are triple-double threats, but you put one up tonight, boy. Woo-wee. Is there more where that came from?
You know I'm no Westbrook. That's just how it went down, you know. We came in looking to play the right way. I thought we were in sync most of the game, but as far as more triple-doubles for me, I don't think so, man. We've got a lot more talent on this roster. Tonight was my night. But the next night will belong to someone else. You dig?
Stop being so modest.
All right, let's do it.
We're joined now by Che, one of the stars of tonight's game and really one of the pleasant surprises of this season.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Yeah, first off, nice job on the triple-double tonight, Che.
Get in the hole!
No. That's wrong sport.
Yeah, that's golf, Hornet.
No. It could work for basketball, too. Come on, open your minds a little. Let it breathe.
All right, that's enough, Hornet. Your mind's too open. Che, first off, what was the key to your success out there? I think this was your first triple-double, right?
Yeah, it was my first, and there wasn't any just one key, you know. I've got talent out there to do this sort of thing on a nightly basis. It's just a matter of putting it all together. And tonight, guess what? I put it all together, Hank and Hornet.
Still waiting for Hank to put it all together, you know what I mean?
No, he got the sauce.
All right.
Great stuff, as always, Che. We thank you for joining us.
Hey, anytime, Hank.
All right, coming up next on Hank and the Hornet, Eastern Conference Power Rankings. But first, a quick word from one of our sponsors. You're listening to 98.9 The Flex.
The Flex.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, Patty. I appreciate that.
You pulled down a lot of boards tonight. Was that the key to the win?
Well, I think it played a part. Well, I hope it did anyway. Look, I just want to show the guys in the locker room that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get this W. Whether it's rebounding, defense, diving on the floor for the loose balls. I mean, all the dirty stuff. I'm more than willing to take it on any day.
What do you think the key was to your hot scoring tonight?
Making smart decisions, being decisive, knowing where my shots are supposed to come from, and not hesitating when I've got the advantage. And it'll be high. Maybe not. Maybe like 40.
Somewhere else.
Straight.
Here he comes. Hey, Che.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I want to bring Josh over here. He's got something to talk to you about the Top Takes Daily interview.
Okay.
You remember Josh from Beats?
Yeah, Josh, what's up?
Great to see you again, Che. Great game tonight.
I appreciate that, Josh.
So Josh has a couple things he wants to go over with you that you could sprinkle into the interview.
Okay.
Well, obviously, only mention this stuff if it comes up organically. We want you to feel comfortable out
That's
there.
right. There's no benefit from forced plugs.
Of course.
So let's keep the pressure low. Any mention with beats is a plus. We'd be happy with a simple plug. But if you're feeling up to it, you can throw in some stuff about our tech, too.
Okay, like what?
Right off the top, the noise cancellation feature. We call it Pure Adaptive Noise Canceling, Pure ANC for short. But if you just said noise cancellation, that'd be great. You don't have to live neck deep in the weeds on this one.
Okay, Pure ANC, I got that.
Nice, and I'll have a cheat sheet up there before the interview.
All right, Levi.
And we've also got something else called Fast Fuel, where you get a 3-hour charge in around 10 minutes. But the main plug is noise cancellation. That's what we really love you to hit out there.
Noise cancellation, I got it.
Awesome, great. Thanks, Josh.
So if anything comes up, questions, whatever, just tell Levi and he'll let me know.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
We know we'll be a rock solid partner, Che.
All right, brother.
Thanks tonight.
All right, sounds good. Get it, Beats? Sounds good?
No, bro. That wasn't good.
Well, it is a special day here today at Top Takes Daily as we are joined live in studio with one of the NBA's brightest new stars, Che. Welcome to the show, Che.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me, Diane.
Of course. Now, you've had to overcome a lot on your path up to the league. We all know about the doubt you faced coming in as a 4-year college player. So with that, my first question for you is, how does it feel to silence the haters?
Haters. I can't even hear them, Diane.
So are you one of those guys who doesn't do social media? We're seeing a lot of that trending recently.
No, it's my beats. They have noise canceling technology. Matter of fact, I can't even hear what you're saying, Diane. What'd you say?
Oh, now that is a first.
Well, I can't hear you, Diane. What'd you say?
Do you think we can continue with the interview?
Oh, yeah, of course. I got you. Beats.
So now that you've established that you belong in the league, what's next for you? What are your goals?
You know, I really don't want to put a limit on it. I think if I continue to work hard, anything's possible. So yeah, maybe that's a goal of mine. Just keep working hard.
Is MVP within reach?
I will say this. If you don't set a high standard for yourself, what's the point? And I'd rather fail at getting to the top than succeed at being mediocre, you know?
Absolutely. So before we wrap things up, one last question for you. We all seem to know a lot about Che the athlete, but what's something we don't know about Che the person?
I'm a music freak, Diane.
Got any favorite artists?
Yes, I do. Kevin Gates, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. You know, they all sound good playing through my Beats headphones. I love these things.
They pay you to say that.
Honestly, yeah, they do. But it's not about that. You know, I've been a fan of Beats long before I was one of their athletes. It's a culture thing.
Well, okay then. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today in studio with Che. Che, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is Diane Stone, and you have been watching Top Takes Daily.